Well, Jamie, certainly one of the most anticipated debuts for a team that I can remember, and many people can, is that of 2311 Racing. But the team was not eligible to run in the Clash. Driver Bubba Wallace did not make it into this race based on last season, so they reached out to Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon now driving this car. Perhaps one of the best opportunities Ty Dillon has had in the Cup car. This team said it was simply a success getting to the racetrack today. Anything else is great. If they can get some good feedback on this race car coming into a couple weeks from now, it will be awesome. The team's regular driver, Bubba Wallace, he is on top of the pit box. He has never heard his crew chief, Mike Wheeler, on the radio. He wants to learn and get every bit of knowledge he can about what's going to happen the rest of this week.
Row 5, you got Matt Crafton alongside Clint Bowyer. Oh, Bowyer, hey, what are you thinking? How you feel? You got this figured out?
3 laps in it so far, but that's a lot of fun. I used to love running these trucks. Feels good to be back in them. They race good. They draft good, which is fun here. No shifting, just worry about hitting your marks and passing these 9 cars in front of me. Or trucks! They're trucks!
Yes, they are. They're trucks. Try to tell people at home what it's like to hit that turn 2, the tunnel turn. You truckers treat it like it's just a kink. No brakes, barely off the gas. How intimidating is that?
It is intimidating, but a lot different in this truck. You can bury it off in there. They got a lot of drag. You don't use a lot of brakes. Whereas in that Cup car, you bury it off in there too far, you're in trouble.
And the 77, big story there. Due to COVID, they need a replacement driver for this week, and they have chosen Josh Berry. And what a weekend Josh has had. Second in the ARCA race, runner-up in the $100,000 Dash for Cash winner yesterday in the Xfinity race. Justin Haley will be back, of course.
Definitely not done hearing his name. Josh Berry's done such a fantastic job. I think he's literally on the brink. He needs a little bit of sponsorship, I guarantee you.
And Zane Smith has been incredible. Jumped in that 11 car for Colleague Racing as Justin Haley had the COVID protocols and is out today. And you see what he's done starting at the back because of the driver's change. And the driver change, and he has jumped up 20 positions. He has been outstanding in the early going. And John Hunter Nemechek.
You watched the setup. You heard us talk about how this track rewards experience in our 2 races. Both winners, Todd Bodine and Mark Martin, in their 40s. Joey Logano in his very first truck start today, trying to smash that stat. But how young is Logano? 18 years old. He has never experienced the Reagan administration. 80s big hair bands. He missed all of glam rock, and this may be the biggest thing. Joey Logano never witnessed an episode of ALF. That's incredible.
It definitely is incredible.
Several cars will go to the rear.
You've got Sam Hornish Jr. as well as Paul Menard, who actually are going because of a driver change. Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr. in a backup car.
We listened in to Sam Hornish.
Glad to be here, and a little bit different than what I thought I was going to be doing an hour ago, but have a good day and do the best I can for you. Thanks for I'm glad I was here.
And Hamilton Jr. wound up on the outside wall, and David Green got the win. That was last week.
Okay, 4 to go. 3 to go, sorry.
4.5 miles. Greg Biffle seeking his second win here in Charlotte. And his first in 2003. It'd be his 10th NASCAR Busch Series win if he can hold on.
Advantage. When your car will turn and you get back wide open, you can really make everybody else look like they're sitting still.
Dick Bergman.
Well, listening to Ricky Stenhouse radio, Mike, he hasn't talked about any major problems with the chassis after the incident with the wall. He just says it lands hard going into the corners. The front end is coming down hard on the racetrack.
You see him racing with Paul Menard there in the 27 car. Paul is racing with about 20 stitches in his right foot, where he stepped on a piece of steel on his porch this week. Plans on trying to go the whole distance, though.
Stenhouse in the 21 car, Larry. Remember, he raced here yesterday. He was in the Saturday race, getting out of that car and getting into this car. Big transition. That could have been a factor in that problem there early.
Let's hear from Brett Moffitt, reigning Truck Series champion, making his first Xfinity start today.
I appreciate you driving our car. It's a real honor. I don't have anything real inspirational other than to finish first, you must first finish. Let's be there at the end. And 4. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the opportunity as well. So.
I'm excited that Brett Moffitt is in this race because, we talk so much about, how we raced at Daytona, and I think he's one of those guys that's going to be aggressive in trying to make something happen. He's not here for any other reason than to win this race. And when you look at him driving that car, I think it says a lot about the relationship that they have with Junior Motorsports from his truck team and the system that Chevrolet has put in to see him in this car. So I'm looking forward because Brett's a really aggressive racer.
42 car of A.J. Allmendinger has spun, and that will bring out the caution flag for the 7th time and set up one heck of a shootout here in what could be less than about 7 or 8 laps to go.
Doesn't have any damage, really. He's got some tire marks.
Allmendinger was running in the 10th position.
Trying to get down into turn 3. Looks like he's 3 wide, and the 98 gets forced down over the curb and really just comes up into the side of the 9 car. Nothing I think Sam Hornish could do.
Ryan Preece trying to shorten the short track. I don't know if I've seen anyone come on the inside of the curb before.
Guys, how about some good runs? The 54 right there, Zane Smith in his Truck Series debut right now, running up in the top 10. Chad Finley, just a handful of starts over the years. He's also running up in the top 10. Great work by those two drivers and teams.
Yeah, and just ahead of them, you've got Riley Herbst in that 51, and Herbst making his debut, just 17 years old. So we talked about it before the race.
Yeah, and as you look at Johnny Chapman on the track in the 89, just to follow up with Colin Brown, made note of the fact that Ricky Viers has come over to be his crew chief, and that's a well-respected guy working with the young kid there, Colin Brown.
It is, and it could be the catalyst for a young man like that to say, I'm just need a little extra help here and a little wind to my back, and it looks like it's working.
Chapman in that Morgan Shepherd car, the 89, and Chapman qualified first lap, was his fastest to 23:26, 35th out of 35 so far.